Hi guys, my name is Mr. Molto Vibrato. Do you remember me? Well anyways, this week's theme on Wowzer Fighting Squad is world records. So, Daniela invited me to take over her video this week because I hold the world record for not only the widest vibrato ever, but also I hold the world record for fastest violinist ever. So, anyways, if you don't know me, I'm Mr. Molto Vibrato, and I run a violin bootcamp. Now that we're talking about my violin bootcamp, we're going to get all serious in this video. Well, I run a violin bootcamp, and the people who go to my bootcamp, they start out really horrible, and that's the violin, and that's why they go to my bootcamp, so they can get better. And then when they come out, they are world-class violinists, or at least they are as good as one. That's how much I train them. And today, I'm going to tell you guys all about how I train people to become the world's best violinist, and also how I train them to have world records like I do. Because no one is as good as me, because I hold 2 world records about the violin. So I'm going to tell you guys about a typical day at my boot camp and how I train people to have the same world records that I do. So let's get started. So a typical day starts out at 3:33 a.m. I make everyone get up at 3:33 a.m. because we don't have time to lounge around and sleep in, because we have to get to work. Because that's what boot camp is for. In boot camp, we don't take breaks, we don't sleep in, we don't lounge around, we work. We practice 40 hours every day, because that's what Ling Ling does. We practice 40 hours every day, 367 days a year, 53 weeks a year. We don't practice any less than that, because that's what Ling Ling does every day. And if you're not Ling Ling by the time you get out, you are nothing. So anyways, after they get up at 3:33 a.m. on the dot. No, we don't even sleep until 3:34. We wake up at 3:33 a.m. So after they wake up, after everyone in my boot camp wakes up, they have a little bit of breakfast, and we only eat a little bit because we don't have time to have like an hour-long breakfast. We only have time to eat like a tiny bit because they have to get to work immediately. So then after breakfast, I make everyone practice scales for 5 hours, and then I make them practice technique for 40 hours every day. And then I also make them practice their vibrato, because it's extremely important to have a vibrato as wide as mine. Because wide vibrato is the best vibrato, and if you're not holding the world record for the world's widest vibrato, you are nothing. You are nothing. Oh, I forgot. I also make them do 100 push-ups every day, because that way they can be alert enough to be able to look ahead in the music and see what comes next. And also they can be ready to start working. I don't let anyone take breaks in my boot camp, because breaks are for amateurs. Breaks are not for people who are trying to become Ling Ling, okay? Ling Ling practices 40 hours a day. Do you think he has time to take breaks? No, absolutely not. You know what else I do? I also train people to practice hard and fast, and I train them to become the world's fastest violinists. Yes, I know. Guinness World Records took that out of their world record system, and so that's no longer a world record. But still, that doesn't mean that it can't be a world record in my world, in my boot camp. It is a world record. I make them practice Flight of the Bumblebee every single day, really fast, and I make them work hard at it, and I make them play it 15 notes per second, because that is what professionals do, and that's what Ling Ling can do, and that's what I want people to do. So then, we don't have lunch or dinner because we don't have time for that. We just have to work 8 days a week. And then by the time they get out, They are a world-class violinist. They're better than Ling Ling. Much better than Ling Ling. Well, I would hope so. And they are much, much, much better than they were when they entered my boot camp. And that is a typical day at my boot camp. I'm Mr. Molto Vibrato. I hold 2 world records. I hold the world record for the world's fastest violinist and the world's widest vibrato. And I train other people to do the same. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, if you guys want to be the candidate for a shout out in Daniela's next video, then comment down below. Comment down below if you would want to go to my boot camp or not. I would hope you do. You better. Okay, why are you still watching this? Why don't you go practice? Anyways, as Danielle always says, peace out, y'all, and go practice. Why are you still here watching? Go practice. Bye.